Donald Trump's guilty verdict in his New York hush money case is causing ripples in the political landscape, especially for candidates running for Senate. Many Republicans have chosen to stand firmly behind Trump, calling the case a sham and political persecution. This solidarity is highly visible in states like Montana and Ohio, where GOP candidates see an opportunity to flip Senate seats by rallying Trump's staunch supporters. In Montana, Tim Sheehy, a Republican Senate candidate, has released an ad criticizing his opponent, Democrat Jon Tester, for supposedly supporting President Joe Biden's witch hunt against Trump. Similarly, in Ohio, Republican Bernie Moreno has launched ads accusing Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown of refusing to condemn Biden's actions, which Moreno views as politically motivated and unfair. The Democrats, on the other hand, seem to be treading carefully. As incumbents, Tester and Brown have expressed respect for the legal process without making the verdict a central issue of their campaigns. Instead, they emphasize that it is important for the courts to sort things out and for the American people to make their decision in November. Larry Hogan, a former Maryland Republican governor, is also caught in this heated atmosphere. Unlike many in his party, Hogan has called for respect towards the judicial process and criticized partisanship, urging Americans not to fuel more division. Such remarks have not sat well with the Trump family and some high-ranking Republicans, who believe that Hogan's moderate stance could harm the party's unity. Polling data further paint a complex picture. Although a slight majority of Americans believe in the correctness of Trump's verdict, Republican voters largely remain loyal to Trump. Polls indicate that about 9 in 10 Republicans are standing firmly behind him regardless of the conviction. For Senate races, this implies that candidates supporting Trump can expect to galvanize a significant portion of the voter base, which is critical in states Trump previously won by wide margins. Even as some polls show slight advantages for Biden over Trump in the national race, these differences are within the margin of error, indicating a highly competitive election environment. What's important is that the landscape is largely unchanged, suggesting that the verdict hasn't drastically shifted voter opinions, but it has heightened the stakes. Senate Majority Leader Steve Daines emphasized the importance of individual opinions even within the same party, saying that differing views are a part of what makes America great. He reaffirmed his support for Hogan, showcasing the varied spectrum of thoughts within the GOP. As the race for the Senate heats up, the dynamics are clearly influenced by Trump's verdict, but they're also intertwined with local issues and the personal flavors of the candidates.